So let's go into our Wuji stance. Feet about shoulder width apart. Feet facing forward, comfortably forward in your natural stance. Bend the knees just slightly so they're relaxed. Bring the hips forward so your tailbone, your coccyx points towards the floor. Feel like the top of the head is being lifted upward, elongating the spine. Bring the chin down and in just a bit. Let the shoulders drop down and slightly forward. Breathe in and out through the nose. Nice, deep abdominal breathing. So as you breathe in, let the abdomen expand, pulling the breath all the way down. We pause, and then with the exhalation, the abdomen moves towards the spine, pushing the breath all the way up and out the nose. And then we pause again before the next inhalation. And that's the form of breathing that we want to pretty much use throughout. So at first, just become aware of your breath. Nice, deep inhalation. Nice, slow, long exhalation. Begin to notice your feet on the ground. Make sure all the parts of your feet are making contact. Feel that connection all the way down to the center of the earth. You can also notice the earth rising up to support you, to merge with you. Step out to a slightly wider stance. Bring your hands up so the palms are facing each other, starting on the left side. Dancing with the rainbow. We're just going to come across and bend the body as we push the hips the opposite way and shift the weight the opposite side. Nice and slow. Just feel the whole side of your body getting a nice stretch here. Try to slow it down. Hardest thing for Westerners in Qigong is going slow. Good, couple more. And come back to center. Leave your left hand up, right hand comes down, palm up. So the two palms are facing each other. We're going to lean to the right. And then as we lean to the left, we're going to let the hands, the arms switch places. I like calling this seaweed arms. Just want to get into a nice flow here, as if you were a strand of seaweed in the ocean, with the waves pushing you. Though I was recently told this is also called turning the moon. So if you imagine you have this giant ball between your hands and you're just turning it over as you lean from one side to the other. Either visualization works. One more time each side. Come back to the center. Now holding that moon or that chi ball, bring it down just in front of your abdomen, your lower dantian, your lower energy center. Remembering with all these postures, stay within your comfort zone. You should never experience pain or discomfort. If you do, just back off, limit the motion. So we're going to now do looking back at the moon. So we're going to lift that chi ball up and slightly behind us as we follow it with our eyes. We're then going to bring it back to the center and up and back the other side. Keep the knees pointing straight. Don't let the knees come in. Some people have a tendency as they go to the side, they drop the knee. Try to keep them basically out of the movement. Returning from the waist. Breathe out as you look up and back. Breathe in as you come to the center. So we breathe out, we pause. We breathe in and pause. Breathe out. Couple more. Last one. And come back to the center. Put your hands on your hips. Let's do some nice hip circles, loosening up that lower back. So make sure as you go back, you're pushing your butt out, then it's hips to the side, hips forward. So you're getting a nice big turn. Try to do that without moving the head. So it's all out of the hips and waist. Try not to go too fast. One more time around, then we're going to reverse. Good. Slow it down. Come back to the center. Take a nice deep breath. Just let your arms hang down as we turn from the waist. Just let the hands flow through the air. Feel the air moving through your fingertips, through your fingers. See if you notice any resistance as your hands move through the energy field around you, the Wei Qi. called waterways. And now really just let your arms hang. Chinese say like ribbons of silk. And the momentum of your turning side to side eventually causes the forearms to strike your body just below the belly button and to the point exactly behind that on your back. Look over the shoulder, stand nice and tall. Feel each vertebra turning in place. Feel them starting all the way down the lower spine, working its way all the way up to the upper neck. Just breathe naturally, in and out through the nose. However, if you feel any kind of tightness, difficulty breathing, then breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth. That little feeling of constriction is indicating that you need to purge energy. So we then breathe out the mouth. Let's stimulate a couple other meridians. So we're going to let the hand come up and hit just in front of the shoulder on the chest, stimulating the lung meridian for better respiration and improving the immune system. Now let your hand come up over the shoulder and behind the neck. Gallbladder and triple warmer meridian for the most part. Not only aiding the immune system, but also the brain. I know we could all use some of that. Good, come back to the chest again. And back down to the waist. See if you can get around a little bit further than you could before, comfortably. Notice how hopefully things have kind of loosened up a little bit. Good, and slow it down, go back to waterways. Good, and slow it down till you finally come to a stop. Slow it gradually. You put your palms towards the floor, just push down. Feel tightness along the outside of the arm. Now take the thumbs and turn them in, so you're actually increasing the amount of tightness on the outside of the arm. And just hold that position, drop your chin to the chest, let the back of the neck stretch out. Now we'll just roll your head till your ear is lying on your left shoulder, or as close as you can get. Don't force it, just let it lean over towards the left shoulder. Don't lift the shoulder, leave the shoulders down. Push down, especially harder, a little bit harder with the right arm, twisting the right arm just a little bit more. Good. Relax the arms just a little bit, chin to the chest. And then twisting and pushing a little more with the left arm, put the ear to the right shoulder. And relax the hands just a bit. Chin rolls to the chest. Put your hands back into like a neutral position and just let the head hang. Good. Now, 4 fingers to your thumbs, called bird's beak. Now take that, put your arms out, palms up. And then we're going to take the bird's beak and basically point it towards your body. So they're out to the side, pointed towards your body. That should put some stress all along the inside of the arm. Again, chin to the chest. Roll the head to the left shoulder and pull that bird's beak a little tighter towards you as you're pushing it down on the right side. Chin to the chest. Roll to the right side as you push down and towards you with the left arm. Chin to the chest. Bring the hands back to neutral position. Just take a couple of nice deep breaths. And then let's kind of do something similar. Wise owl looks back. So we're going to roll our thumbs up and back as we look over our right shoulder. Then as we turn our head to the center, the thumbs come back and down a little bit. And then we look over the left shoulder as we roll them again. Breathe out as you come to the center. Pause. Breathe in as you turn to the sides. One more time each side. back to center. Just shake the hands and arms out. Let's do chin tucks. So keeping the chin level, push it forward. Breathing in, pull it straight in. Breathing out, push it forward. Pause, get a little extra stretch. Breathe in as you pull it in. Pause, get a little extra stretch. One more time. And back to center. A golden cock pecks at rice. So again, leading with the chin. We're never going to push our head back. We're going to keep the chin up and forward as we stretch the whole front of the neck. Breathe in as you come back to center. Now we do chin forward and down, stretching the back of the neck. Breathe in, back to center. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. One more time each. Good. Let's scoop the energy, bring it up through the soles of your feet, up the torso, up to the chest. Then bring that energy over to the left shoulder, palms facing you. Look at that outer palm. Now, as we breathe out, the palms turn out and push away with the heel of the hand, pulling the fingers back slightly as we look over the opposite shoulder to the horizon. We breathe in, we look at that palm coming at us. We pause, and then we breathe out as we look away and push away. Making sure to push with the heel of the hand, pulling the fingers back towards the body. That prevents you from locking out the elbow. Also allowing for tension throughout the arm and shoulder and neck. If I let my fingers go forward, notice I go straight out and it just feels very uncomfortable. I don't really get anything out of it, but by pushing with the heel of the hand, getting all that stretch all through up into the neck. One more time. Bring the energy into the chest, send it down to the ground to be recycled. Breathing in fresh energy up now to the right shoulder. Push away and look away. Breathe in, looking at that palm coming back at you. Breathe out as you push away. One last time. Bring that energy in down to the chest. and down, torso into the ground to be recycled. Let your hands continue around as we do, bringing down the heavens, gathering the energy. Feel the weight of the energy as it increases in your palms. Pause, breathe out, push that energy down through the top of the head, down the torso, down the legs, into the ground. Twice more, breathe in. Breathe out. Good, nice big shoulder rolls. Let's first start just by leaving the hands out of it. Just get the shoulders to loosen up. I'm gonna go forward a couple of times, up and fold. And now we're gonna go up and back. We're gonna reverse. Good. Now let's accentuate this movement. As I come up, my palms are facing towards me. As I go back, my palms face forward. Shoulders drop down, then palms face back. Feel it really open the chest. Getting the whole arm to move. So this is not out of the wrist. This is out of the entire arm. So you're getting the shoulder socket to move. One more time, and reverse. One more time around, and relax, shake it out. Let's shake everything out. So we're just going to stand in the Wuji stance, and then we're just going to start to bend at the knees. Let the rest of the body relax. And eventually the arms start to shake, the wrists start to shake, the head shakes. You can move around a little, transfer a little weight, whatever feels right. Just get everything shaken. On this one, you definitely want to breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth. We're opening up those energy pathways, clearing any stagnation or blockages. So we want to allow for purging. One more time. Good. Just stop for a second. Take stock. Look inward. Notice where the energy is flowing. You might feel some buzzing, some heat. But also notice where the energy isn't flowing, where it's stagnant, where it's blocked, where you may have some muscle tension, you may have some pain. Don't give it a moment's thought, just identify it and move on. Mind directs the chi. So by identifying these issues, we facilitate healing. Good. Let's do the tiger pump. We're going to make tiger claws. We're going to come up over the top of the head. We're going to bend from the knees, not the waist. As we come down and then to the side. The back of the hands kind of approach before you come back up. So we breathe out through our mouth as we go down, breathe in through the nose as you go up, and do this rather vigorously. 2 more. Good. Just take a moment again. Point your hands towards the earth. Just imagine you've got 2 helium balloons under your hands. For now, we're just going to hold them down as we lean to one side and lift the foot and come up. And then we lean to the opposite side, back and forth, nice and gentle. Good. Now let's get the hands and arms involved. Cloud walking. So we do the opposite. Hand and arm, they float up. Just imagine you're walking on pillows, the clouds. Couple more. Last one each side. And back to center. Nice deep breath in as the arms come up just to the sky, soaking up that energy. And then collapse down, collapse the chest as we come into prayer position. So we breathe in, pause, get a little extra energy, breathe out, pause, squeeze it in and through the body, heart to the sky. Good. One more time. Keeping your hands in prayer position, step out to a little wider stance. Again, we're going to bend from the knees. Only go as far as comfortable. So you don't want to go any deeper than your comfort zone. So we're going to just let the hands drop down, come up just about above your head. As the palms press together, the elbows come up and we drop down. So we breathe in as we come up. Breathe out, pushing those palms together as we go down. One more time. Good. Come all the way up. Heart to the sky again. Breathe in. Breathe out. This time you're going to breathe in. And swan dive down. And just let your body hang. Each time you exhale, see if your body can sink a little bit closer to the floor. Make sure your neck, shoulders, head are all relaxed. The only place you should feel any tension is in the back of the legs. Good. Bring your hips forward under you. Let everything else stay forward. So the hips come forward, the lower back comes into line, then the mid back, then the upper back, then the shoulders, then the neck, and then we actually drop back a bit, getting a little bit of extra stretch back. Then swan dive down again. Time we won't hang quite as long, just relax. Take a couple of nice deep breaths here. And again, roll up nice and gentle. Starting with the coccyx, the lower back, the mid back, upper back, shoulders, neck, and then just a little lean backward. Good, come back around. Bring your hands up above your shoulders, bent at about a 90-degree angle, a little bit more actually. So the key to this is the arms are up, hands are over the head. You're gonna stick your hips back or your butt back. And then you're going to lean back into that chest to the sky, look up to the ceiling, then pull the elbows down and feel the shoulder blades come down and together. Now we breathe out, the hips come forward, palms facing you, forearms and elbows come together, chin gets tucked into the chest, curl so that the hips are moving towards the elbows. We're not bending at the waist. We're just curling. And then we breathe in and start over. Pause, get a little extra stretch, breathe out. Spinal cord breathing. Keep the movement within your comfort range. Opening up the spaces between the vertebrae, especially effective for any kind of sciatica or other nerve impingements. One more time. Good. Just let your hands drop down. If you're not already, go to a little bit of a wider stance. Going to push your hips to the side. Then let the shoulder drop to that side, then the head. That takes the other hip, pushes it out. And we just move the entire body in kind of like a snake-like fashion. Nice and gentle. Again, like seaweed in the ocean. Just kind of flopping back and forth. Or actually not back and forth, side to side. So you don't want to be going forward. You don't want your shoulders to really leave the plane that they're in. Everything is just moving side to side, completing these 6 directions that the spine needs to move. Posture is known as moves like a river. And slow it down, come back to center. Good. Bring your hands around to your kidneys. Give them a nice rub. Try to feel the heat coming out of your palms, going into your kidneys. Perhaps visualize dark blue light filling the kidneys. And with the back of your hands, tap up and down along the sides of the spine, not on the spine. Go down as far as comfortable and up as far as comfortable. You can either alternate as I'm doing, or you can do both together. Doesn't really matter. We come down to the buttocks. Now turn palms in with a loose fist and tap all along the top of the buttocks, basically from the spine, but not including the spine, to the hips, but don't knock on the hip. You don't want to be knocking on bone. Having a loose fist, you set up some nice vibrations that can work deep into the body. Now come around in front and go up and down the crease. There's some traditional Chinese medicine, it's called the Qua. Translation is the leg gates. Good, and we're going to just follow the pathway, meridians as they go down the legs. So we're going to come back to the kidneys. Put your hands flat on the kidneys. Breathe out as you come down the outside of the legs, around the toes. Breathe in as you come up the inside of the legs, up through the qua, into the belly button, then around back to the kidneys. Breathe out. Breathe in. The only meridian in the body that goes around the body is known as the daimai, the belt channel. So by going around like this, we're stimulating that as well. Plus the 6 organ meridians that can either go up or down the legs. One more time. Good. Go to a nice wide stance. And put your hands on your thighs and just nice and easy stretch, going side to side. Keep your body upright. If things loosen up, you can open up the distance between the 2 feet. Getting a little lower. Again, staying in your comfort range. Try to move slowly. Nice and easy and slow. We don't want momentum to be working here. We're being very purposeful in our movements. Good. Come back to center. Let's do the opening for swimming dragon. So palms come together like prayer position. I'm going to shift my weight to my left and fingers pointing up. I'm going to push my hands to the left as I look over my right shoulder. Come back to center, slightly up, and then push to the opposite. Breathe in back to center, pause. Breathe out as you push. One more time each side. Good. And again, just let the hands drop in this nice wide stance. You should be able to put your hands on the floor and then just let everything relax. Make sure the knees are slightly bent. Don't want to lock them out. Drop your butt down. Put your elbows on your thighs and your hands on your thighs. Come up into a sitting position and then not using your back. Use your legs, push straight up. Good. Bring your feet in about shoulder width apart and rub just above the knees, above the kneecaps. Nice gentle pat with an open palm on the outside of the knees. On the inside of the knees. Behind the knees. Good. Put your fingers so they're over the kneecaps, so the palms are above the kneecaps. And push your knees out, out, and around. Try not to lock your knees out as they come back and up. Pretty nice circles here. A number of you have mentioned knee issues. Don't forget there's a whole protocol on the website for very effective, from what I understand, from people who have knee issues, acupressure points, massage. So I'm strongly suggesting you go to the handout section and use those. And reverse the direction of the circle. Good. Bring your feet together, knees touch. Hands stay in the same position. Now rotate the knees around together. And reverse. Good. Bring the back out to about shoulder width apart, leaving the hands as they've been. We're going to bend from the knees, and as we do that, we're going to bring our elbows out, taking the hands, moving it from this position to this position. So we go down, we shift. We're rotating right along the palm, causing a little friction just above the kneecaps. Sending that energy, that warmth, in and through the knees. This particular posture is from Shin Yi. One more time. Good. Come up. Bring your feet together. Bring down the heavens. Breathe in. Pause. Breathe out. Twice more. This time, finish with one palm over the other. Doesn't matter which one. You can either interlace at the thumbs, the webbing of the thumbs, or hold at the wrist. So your hands are placed just below the belly button. Try to visualize white light coming out of your palms. Perhaps you can feel the warmth coming out of your palms. Picture a little white pearl about 2 inches inside of you, absorbing that energy. Getting brighter. Getting warmer. Now allow that energy to spread outward from the little pearl, spiraling down your legs and up your torso. As that beautiful, loving energy moves through your body, it's removing darkness, energetic stagnation and blockages, dispelling negative thoughts and emotions. Until every part of your body is aglow with the energy. Just picture yourself like a beacon in the night. And allow that energy to expand outward from your physical body, encasing you in a protective cocoon. And as you float weightlessly inside this cocoon, begin to notice what it feels like to be safe, to be healthy, to be at peace. Take a deep breath, gather those energies, those feelings, and take them with you for the rest of the day. Thank you.